What's up everyone, it's Green Zero and I'm back here once again with another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath video commentary. That's right, we're back onto replay system matches now. Still got the Hall of Fame thing going on in the background there, but the replay systems, like I said before, has all of a sudden started turning out some really good games, and there's been some really high WUB ones in the 20s and even in the 30s there, so check out the replay system there. There are VODs available for those games there. There was even a Hall of Fame vote. A lot of the community was pretty divided over that one there, but go over there and have your say. Anyway, let's get straight into this game here, because you probably want some Kane's Wrath action. We have HiDrauLicK playing as the Marked Kane and ScoRp.Ua, which is Lion Carb, and he's playing as Nod Vanilla on Small Town USA. Summoning Bullist is observing. And before we start, don't forget to head on over to GameReplays.org, the Kane's Wrath portal, then the videos tab. There's some other commentators there now who are regularly posting, and I was watching one the other night from Alien X and Eye on the Sky, Spectre versus Masterleaf. Oh, that was a stunning game. I reckon that one should have got the Hall of Fame vote. That was great there. So head on over and watch that one, because I saw that one last night and it was terrific. So there are more video commentaries over there. Not many, but you know, still, it's better than nothing. Alright, let's jump in. I've talked too long. You're probably like, come on, let's see this game here. We have HiDrauLicK over here, and he is playing as the Marked Kane. We're on Small Town USA. Yes, what a beautiful, lovely map. Always say it. Spin that around, get rid of that. There we go. Now, I kind of am split over the, the screen up here. In a 1v1, you really shouldn't forget who the players are. I mean, is it that important? I know I didn't have the colours on the last banner over here. Not sure if I'm going to continue with that, because obviously that'll be edited in after the video, so it might be there, it might not. Maybe I'll redesign it again. But anyway, just not necessary really in a 1v1, I guess, when you have just two players here. So Lion Cub here under a Smurf account, which is unusual. You don't see Lion Cub under Smurf account very often. I haven't, at least anyway. He's sending his scouts down the middle. Where is HiDrauLicK scouts? There they are. He's taking this building, and Lion Cub, get inside. Get inside. Oh, he lost half his scouts there, but it's still good. He's still got the building here, and HiDrauLicK managed to cut him off there. So obviously, two Nod factions, they're not going to be able to get down the middle. If they want to scout each other, they're probably going to have to build buggies, because if they run around the outside, their scouts are so slow that they'll just take so long to get into the enemy base. War Factory down now for HiDrauLicK. Not really that close to the refinery. Interesting placement. They did place it this far forward. I mean, if Lion Cub was to get some black hand into this building, it could be a little bit of trouble. But anyway, yes, interesting placement. Lion Cub has also placed his over this side here, not very close to the refinery, so no free repairs for docking harvesters there. Really, there is no reason why you shouldn't place it there, I don't think. But they may have a particular build in mind. I don't know. Let's see what they do. Looks like Lion Cub is going for another refinery. He's just about to place it down. There is a buggy up here. Whose is that? It is a green buggy. It's pretty hard to see sometimes there. So it is going to be HiDrauLicK coming in. So you see, alright, there's a second refinery, so there's no rush coming. And a Lion Cub obviously with his buggy here. I mean, they were right to buggy scout, because they obviously, again, so slow scouts, can't get through the middle. They really wanted to make sure the other player wasn't rushing, because they obviously know that they're Nod factions. Yeah, their factions are set, so they know exactly what each other is. And so that's going to be bad if the bikes come. But anyway, there are no bikes. This level here, not really inherent for bike rushing. I guess because of the buildings and the garrisons, bikes become incredibly ineffective the longer the game goes on. I think by the time the mid-game rocks around, bikes just really don't have a place in this map here. It's just there's too many choke points, there's too many garrisons, it's too difficult for them to maneuver, and it's quite easy to defend your fields. You really got to try to defend your fields from air and armor, which is really the main cause for concern here. What are they doing? Looks like Lion Cub's going for a double War Factory build. Of course, HiDrauLicK's going to scout that out straight away. He's going to realise that, hey, he's going double War Factory, and it is going to be bikes. Unusual, but the problem is here that obviously HiDrauLicK's got all the time in the world to respond against that, because he scouted it just as the bikes have started building. So he's going to know double War Factory bikes. I bet she's just going to plant down a... Oh, he's actually going for dozer blades and ScoRp tanks. I was going to say, I bet she's going to plant down a barracks. No, he goes for double War Factory and for an expansion now, and he's going to go double War Factory ScoRp tanks, and this is going to fare well much better, I think, against Lion Cub's composition. Lion Cub will have speed. He'll have power in the sense he can snipe down those harvesters super quick, but the Scorpion tanks, they're not exactly slow tanks. You know, and they can weather a reasonable amount of damage, especially from bike attacks and stuff like that. And then they can move in and swarm and cut them off and herd them around. Lion Cub, is he going to persist with this? No, he's switching to Scorpion tanks as well now. The thing is here, he's going to be down on Scorpion tanks, because obviously he started doing it later. He's going for the upgrade as well. He's going to have that later, but he's still got all of his bikes intact, and this is important. He needs to draw HiDrauLicK into a tank battle, ones that specifically he can maybe not win, but, you know, stall him and get away with a lot of his units while his bikes go in and destroy everything. You can see HiDrauLicK's being forced to split up here. He's got tanks at the main, he's got a tank army down here. He's got dozer blades, he's going to strike now before Lion Cub gets his. And here we go, Lion Cub dropped the racks, and this building here is just going to be a thorn in the side of HiDrauLicK. That's going to start spewing rockets out. And he's got the tanks here, and he's even got a Black Hand squadron, not sure what it's for. The bikes are moving through the middle of the gap there. That's good awareness by Lion Cub there. He's going to cut through and around. There are Scorpion tanks still there, he's going to want to be careful. Scorpion tanks are retreating, didn't get hurt too badly. Bikes are coming in, now they're getting smashed. Oh, I don't know if this is worth it. The Scorpion tanks are trapping and destroying them. He's not even going to get one harvester, so Lion Cub just blew his opportunity there. Oh no, he did get one harvester, but really he expended so many bikes it probably wasn't even worth it. And to be honest, he's now lost that fast attack force, and now he's down to pure Scorpion tanks. He's got his dozer blades. He could go for a tech center. He has gone for an expansion, I believe. There is an engineer by Lion Cub. Oh, sneaky Lion Cub, but it's not going to work. HiDrauLicK already setting up his expansion over here. And oh no, has he sold his MCV? It's not an expansion. He must have sold his MCV and gone all in. Oh man, Lion Cub. Oh, balls to the wall there. He's really going for it. He needs to basically win the game right now because HiDrauLicK has an expansion. What's this? Oh no, not a flame tank. Flame tank could just end this and then he could just walk in here. Even if he doesn't win this battle, neither side will have an expansion, so it's going to be right. And it's going to be the tank positioning is going to be so important here. Who can get the most guns on the enemy at the same time? And we can see that Lion Cub is all of a sudden he's getting delayed and delayed and delayed, and the more he gets delayed, I think HiDrauLicK's even got more tanks than him. Look at the tank numbers there. I think he's got more tanks than what Lion Cub has. Lion Cub trying to reposition his rocket units into the buildings. He's got flame units as well. He's got a flame unit there too, so he's going to be all right. He could move. It would be beneficial to move through the what do you call it, the base here. He's going to form up over here. He's got infantry support, like not much, but enough to make a difference because he's got garrisons, and he should push on this main base here. It doesn't really matter if his main gets overwhelmed because he doesn't have an MCV, unless this is an MCV. No, he's still just pumping out Scorpion tanks. He could sell one of his refs off, and he's going to go all in on this attack here, and he's going to get these buildings here. He's got rocket infantry there. They should be in this one, I think, and HiDrauLicK is going to come around here. If he had rockets in that building, it'd be massive. He's got rockets over there. They're not in the proper appropriate buildings though, and Lion Cub is going to move through. Emp Blast goes off there from the Awakened squad, and he's going to cut off the tech here from HiDrauLicK. Does he have a tech lab? He does have a tech lab, so it's not going to matter too much. He's not going to be able to build tier 2 units or call in those support powers, but it's probably not going to be necessary. Lion Cub losing tanks here, and that is not good. He can fall back to the buildings here. He needs a couple more rocket squads though. Black Hand there, rocket squad there, double rocket there. HiDrauLicK's going to want to stay away from that, even if he can overwhelm these structures. I mean, those guys can just quickly jump into the next one if Lion Cub's fast enough, and they'll still just keep pumping rockets out and firing at the rear army. See how much damage that does to Scorpion tanks. Oh no, Lion Cub, you're reverse moving into the enemy. Oh no, look at all those tanks that just got smashed. That was a terrible move. You see he's moving in over here. He's getting cleaned up now. He's getting trapped. Lion Cub kind of, he's going to get outdone here. I think there's a ref down here. Oh, he should garrison that structure, maybe burn something down there. Not paying attention to moving his tanks through the middle there. Does he have an MCV out? No, he does not have an MCV out. He's just leeching. These Black Hand squads just got crushed too. Oh, that was Lion Cub's chance to burn down some of that base. If he got into this building, I mean, he can't build his Toxin Troopers or whatever they're called, Tiberium Troopers, because he doesn't have his tier 2. And he wouldn't be able to de-garrison those guys there. So Lion Cub, I think he's starting to lose. He's got an uphill battle here. I'm not sure how he can win there. He's smashing some of the tanks with the Black Hand there. He's still got those rockets. See, they jumped into the next building. Obviously, that was done some time ago because that building is being destroyed now. It's going to be hard to crush them at the base of the building as well, so those rockets might want to keep firing there. Firing at the rear arm, and that's good. This Scorpion tank might get a crush off. No, those boxes are in the way, so he's not going to get a crush off there. There's so much shells being shot at them that they may be killed. No, they're still alive. Infantry is super resistant to armored units there, and Lion Cub surprisingly has a large amount of tanks still. He's still got the Hand of Nod. He's still got 2 refineries, which he doesn't really need. Maybe he's worried about a tier 4 chem lab to knock out his economy altogether. And Lion Cub's got a better positioning here. He's got all of his tanks over here. He needs to form them up, I think, a little bit. He's got to watch out. Oh, power's low there for HiDrauLicK. Nice power micro. At least he's got one of his base defenses up, but he's probably not going to get attacked. I don't think Lion Cub's going to go in there. He's got a real problem now because look at all the economy here. You can see it because he's got a harvester there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 harvesters there, so he's got plenty of economy, and he needs to do something right now. If he levels the main base, that's a start, but I have a feeling that HiDrauLicK's going to move around. HiDrauLicK's tank numbers, oh no, he split his tanks up. There are tanks over there as well. I was going to say his tank numbers don't look that good, and Lion Cub's got a good concave here, so he's going to move in and punish those tanks. Look at all the tanks that are on fire. He's not going to pursue those though, and there's no war factory there for repairs. He's going to move through and target the power. This is his chance, although his base is getting stacked. He's destroying the power at the main base. He may be able to go in and destroy this base here because there's no power for the obelisk, and with the obelisk down, he's in all sorts of trouble. but he's going to lose his own power. He's got no power plants now. He's probably going to be able to trap these guys. He is on a formation move because he's moving very slowly. The speed of the slowest and most damaged tank there. He's going to be able to destroy this here. What's he got going? He could move in and go for the kill now because he can overwhelm these Scorpion tanks with his force. If he orders all of his Scorpion tanks in, he can win this game, I think, because he can just knock out the power and destroy all of HiDrauLicK structures. But can he realize that? Obviously, he can't see into this base. And I don't think, I mean, he had the balls to sell his MCV, but I don't think, I mean, you can't really blame him there because obviously he can't see what we can see. And if you watch the replay, oh, that building there is slamming those tanks. Oh, that was a terrible way to retreat there. And there's even Scorpion tanks here shooting at the rear armor. He's got beautiful positioning. I don't know, maybe he will realize, hey, let's just go for it. The Redeemer is only halfway done. He can definitely cut that off. He needs to go for it. Come on, LionCub. I'm just begging for him to go in and finish this game. He needs to do it right now. Is he going to go in, though? I mean, he just had a massive victory there, so he's thinking, oh, I'll be fine. But no, he is going to go in. There is power for the Obelisk. He's reverse moving in. Oh, man. Why are you reverse moving in? He's still reverse moving in. Oh, man, he just lost so many tanks there. The rear armor just gets absolutely punished, and he is getting... Oh, man, these Obelisks now. Can he destroy the Redeem Engine? He will get the Redeem Engine facility, but he's just paid for it with so many tanks he needs to destroy. He's actually going for the power. If he drops his power plant, maybe. Yes, he drops it. He needs to drop the rest super quickly. Oh, HiDrauLick's power microing like crazy here. And I think he's going to be right. There aren't enough tanks left. And, oh, man, LionCub. That could have gone either way if LionCub had acted sooner. But, I mean, I tell you what right now, you can't blame him. Because the way that game was going, he probably thought the decisions he was making were perfectly fine there. And they essentially were. But there was an opportunity to win the game. I think, like before when I was saying about he cut all the power up here, and then he could have just converged all his tanks inside, continue to wipe power plants, and with no power plants he can't power the Obelisks. He could overwhelm the enemy tanks easily, which is what he did way out here, and he would have definitely had that game. He does have an MCV though. He does have an MCV, and there is no tier 3 war factory here from HiDrauLickk. Is this game going to keep going? I thought that was going to be it for LionCub there. But the game is going to keep going. HiDrauLick's economy obviously in complete tact though, which is pretty bad. Still low on power, could power down the base defenses to speed up his build, or does he have money? He obviously does have money. One Scorpion tank remaining. No laser capacitors. Obviously, if he had laser capacitors, that would have just been a flawless victory for him, but that was not going to be because he didn't have a attack center. Still keeping 2 refineries there, one of them heavily damaged. He could sell this one here because you get the most amount of money for it. I mean, LionCub, he still has harvesters, and he's got a small tank force. He sells off one of his war factories there, going a little bit slow there, sells off the refinery finally. And I think someone must have launched a radar jamming missile or something like that. But anyway, the Redeemer, yeah, look at this. HiDrauLick's going straight back for his Redeemer. I mean, it is I guess he's thinking that perhaps LionCub can't do anything about it. He just lost one of his spikes as well. LionCub, what's he going to do if a Redeemer comes out? He doesn't have enough tanks to kill it. It depends how that goes down. If he had laser capacitors, he might be able to kill it. He's got to watch out for the rage. He might have to go for Emp buggies, but of course he doesn't even have tier 2, so that's probably not going to happen. I honestly can't see how he can deal with this Redeemer at his tier 1 at the moment. We have some Tiberium troopers coming out, laser fielding the Redeemer engineer facility, but the Redeemer is about to come out now. What's happening over here? Oh, flame units did get inside of the garrison structure, trying to flame down the tech lab, but that's not going to happen if you flame that down a little bit sooner. Like I said, he had Black Hand here before when there was absolutely no counters, and he might have been able to flame down that tech lab had that happened. But again, oh, look at that, nice clearing out of the structures here. Again, it's pretty easy to see. Oh, Rage Gen goes off and he can't give his tanks any orders, so they're just going to sit here. And I think once he regains control, he needs to reverse move out of there. Is he going to reverse move? He's kind of formation reverse move, you know. Decoy Army goes in, doesn't quite get very far though. Oh man, these tanks, if he can clean the infantry up, he might be able to kill the Redeemer because there is only engineer garrisons in the Redeemer, so the Redeemer, oh, he's shooting. He's reverse moving, he's reverse moving in, and a Vapor Bomb goes off. Doesn't get the War Factory though, and that will survive. And he needs to move some tanks around. He can probably avoid his Obelisk, get behind it, and shoot in the rear armor there, because it's just the laser of the Redeemer. I have a feeling he's just going to either stealth away here, and HiDrauLickk realizing that with no support, and now he's got the rear armor he needs to pursue and destroy it. Now, if he wants to win this game, I think he really needs to, oh, there goes the cloaking field. And that is going to be the end of that. But I mean, the Redeemer does not have any other weapons on it. It's got just repair pads, and he needs, oh, he can't really afford to be dropping tanks like that. Now, LionCub, however, he's got his economy back up. So he managed to hold off that Redeemer attack with just tanks and a couple of infantry squads. And oh man, just sacking tanks like this isn't the way to go, LionCub. Ooh, he needs to pull those guys back there. What happened there? Selling off of the base defenses. There's an Obelisk up here. What can LionCub do? He doesn't have his tech, so he can't go for really any sneaky stuff. He did get hit with the catalyst, but I mean, that was pretty pointless because there's no Tiberium there. He should have used it up here, but HiDrauLicK obviously has no map vision now. There is some rockets there. There's some rockets there as well. He could take this spike over here, but something is happening. It looks like the Redeemer's coming back in before it really has its full repairs, and Lion Cub's got a contain on. Now, this is good because, one, HiDrauLicK's burned so much Tiberium defending and trying to rebuild the Redeemer like twice because he lost his facility. And he's been having to place all these base defenses and replacing all of his buildings that he lost in his main and all his power plants. One with the tanks, they all got destroyed, then a couple of them got destroyed. That he spent so much of his money on infrastructure and high tier units that he just failed to get out, that all of a sudden he's going to run out of Tiberium very soon. But Lion Cub, look at all the juice he has up. Look at that crystal. Crystal. Probably not really what I should be saying for all those people out there. Yeah, anyway. What do we have here? We have some tanks here, and Lion Cub, he really needs his tech. Oh, why did he place it there? That's dangerous if he loses it. Oh no, he's going to be fine actually. No flame on the Redeemer, that's right, he's mock. And he's got bikes here. He is he going to turn around and take those bikes out? No, he's just going to turn around here and he's going to run. Now this is good here. All of a sudden Lion Cub, because he got his expansion up, he's sitting pretty good now. Charged particle venoms coming out though, and a mass bike spam coming out as well. Not really a spam, but a nice attack force of bikes. And Lion Cub, oh no, I have a feeling he is upgrading something, maybe laser capacitors, but he should be able to see it. He's got scouts around here. These guys here are going to see it and be able to shoot at them, but oh man, he's got nothing. Oh, he has got a base defense queued, so if it's an obelisk and he micros his halves, he might be alright. These guys will not shoot. They may be able to range that one. Yes, they can. And there it is, an obelisk, but there's no power. Oh man, it's just one obelisk. It's going to have to singly shoot these guys one at a time, and Lion Cub was prepared for that with the obelisk, but he is going to lose a harvester. One harvester is already down. Some bikes here from Lion Cub moving through. All the Scorpion tanks are being forced back, and the Redeemer is not moving forward while this is happening. And all of a sudden, oh, he's actually handling that pretty well. I'm not sure why HiDrauLicK continued to move through. He probably should have stayed there and maybe sniped them down, because there was only one obelisk and have to single shot them each. And oh, watch out, he's going for Spectres. I like this idea. And the Redeemer's coming out here. This is looking good for Lion Cub now. HiDrauLicK's burned so much cash. He's going for mass venom. And what does he have against that? Nothing really. These Scorpion tanks will die surprisingly quickly to mass venom. All rage gen goes off. What he might want to do is get some more rockets, or at least get these rockets and fill these buildings up, because he's really got no way to clear those at all. And those will cause problems for the Venoms, because it'll take them a while to focus them down. And rockets are pretty good against Venoms. You know, it's only a couple of hits. I know Pitbulls take 3 shots to kill a Venom. Obviously, he's not GDI, so it's going to be different. But what's he going to do? He's going to come up here. He still doesn't try to secure that spike there. What's Lion Cub got? He's only got 4 harvesters. He could be harvesting that a little bit better. There you go. There's the barracks. He's going for it now. But I think he's pretty safe here. Oh, he's left his Redeemer out by itself. It's not cloaked. Or is it cloaked? Is it cloaked? I don't think it's cloaked. No, I don't think it is at all. Yeah, because his is flashing and his isn't. Yeah, that's right. It just looks like it's cloaked. It looks like I can see through it a bit there. What's happening over here? Lion Cub trying to get his way in over there. Not going to happen. Oh, and here come the Venoms. I didn't even see that. And they are going to target down these tanks. These tanks need to get back to the safety of this SAM turret here. Of course, these Venoms aren't going to be much good against killing the base once these SAM turrets come. And he has revealed the fact that he's got them now. And Rage Gen goes off, and these avatars are going to get destroyed. Oh, man. And artillery is coming over. He's only got 1, though. I'm not sure that's going to be enough. These infantry units are going to get absolutely destroyed once these Venoms decide to shoot them. And yes, that's going to happen. These Spectres, they need to reverse out of there. Is he going to get that one away? No. Oh, Imp goes off. Oh, no. And he's got the rear army here. And all of a sudden, where's all your support line? Your tanks are way far away. And it looks like he needs to cloak. Because he can't cloak because he's got Venoms there. And, oh man, those Venoms bunching up. He needs to be careful about that. That one Spectre will escape. But will the Redeemer? If the Redeemer goes down, oh, it does go down. I think he used a cloaking field on it too. I'm not quite sure. Happened so fast. And he's actually going to retreat. He's got 4 avatars and a fully health Redeemer. And he's going to retreat against this. Oh man, Lion Cub, I can't believe that happened. His Redeemer was by itself, and of course HiDrauLicK was getting punished with his Redeemer by himself, and it obviously happens a lot. But yeah, he's not looking good now. He's got the Tib. He hasn't got that spike yet. I'm not sure why he dropped the barracks. Yeah, he needs to get that spike. He needs to realize this is a long game now, and that Spectre just gets picked off there. That was bad. And it looks like Imp Buggy's coming out now, and really with these 4 avatars here, I mean, what's he going to do? He could use some Vertigos. No Vertigos coming though, and Lion Cub, he's just sitting pretty at the moment. I think he's going to be relying on the Imp Buggies here. If he can get good Imp off, if he can get, whose Rocket Troopers are these? They're Lion Cub's Rocket Troopers. How'd they get all the way over there? If he gets good Imp off, and he doesn't even look like he's microing that at all. What's he doing? There's nothing happening over here. Rage Gen goes off. 1 avatar goes down. I was going to say, why didn't he send the Imp Buggies in? If he sent the Imp Buggies in and just double punched with the Emp. He could have disabled all that, assuming whether or not he would have attacked that or what. Come on, what are these Emp buggies doing, Lion Cub? Has he just got up off of his keyboard and walked away? Because all of his units are just on a general attack mood here, and he's just getting fed. He's feeding these units. We have a veteran redeeming here. What's going on? What is he doing? He's got a war factory up here. He's got infantry doing something. Oh man, Lion Cub's falling to bits here. I don't know how to say this, but I just felt like he'd played the game so good. Did have an opportunity to win there, but obviously, like I said, keep saying that, can't blame him there. But now that defense has just been like, whoa, he had the units to defend, but he just didn't defend. What is he doing? There you go, places a base defense, so he's obviously still at his keyboard here. And he's going to lose his Redeem Engineering Facility. I'm assuming he's going for maybe stealth tanks. Okay. He's gone for stealth. And Tib Core means he's upgraded everything possible from his tech lab. So it's been expensive on the upgrades here. Whereas we can see the Oni Charged Particle Beam has been upgraded here from HiDrauLicK. And HiDrauLick's going for Vertigos. Oh, man. Ooh, this is going to get nasty. I think Lion Cub, did he have an air tower? No, he doesn't have an air tower, can't build one. I'm not quite sure what he's been doing. He doesn't seem to have much, does he? What's he been spending his money on? He's still got stealth tanks coming out. And there you go, they've been revealed. He is going to shoot down a Vertigo. No, he's just going to go straight for the air tower. And he needs to kill these Venoms before they kill him. He doesn't have much health, so that is going to happen. And the Vertigo is going to try and bomb him. That's a big mistake because, oh no, they do get him. I was going to say the stealth tank's way too fast, but it did turn while it got bombed, so that was obviously pretty bad there. And the Vertigos will not be shot down. The Venoms have been pretty much cleaned up. There's one here. So nice use of the mock powers there from HiDrauLicK, but Lion Cub, I can't feel that he's dropped. And I'm not paying out HiDrauLicK at all. HiDrauLick's been aggressive and he managed to push out. But yeah, really, Lion Cub faltering in the very late game there. He's about to lose his spike. Is HiDrauLicK going to capture those? Yes, he's got 2 engineers coming. One for his downed husk, and another one for this Tiberium spike here. And he's moving through the base here. But really, in all honesty, Lion Cub hasn't really put up much defense at his expansion here. I'm not sure what... He's still building stealth tanks. Is he massing them somewhere? And I just can't see. I cannot see where he is apparently massing them. Yeah, here come the Vertigos, and they're just going to slam the base defenses. This building here doing alright for him, but that's not going to hold back this force. And there's a stealth tank now reverse moving towards him. And he's going to be revealed straight away from the Venoms, and that is the end of that stealth tank. What's happening over there? Oh, here we go. Stealth tank coming through, cutting off stuff in the middle here, but those Vertigos are obviously stealth, and they will be safe from that here. Now, you think he's got Vertigos for, like, they're technically kind of an artillery unit, I guess, to bomb here. Not that great against buildings, though, compared to units. He might want to bring in some Spectre artillery, and he did prevent HiDrauLicK from getting that husk, I do believe, although he didn't prevent him from getting the spikes. So now HiDrauLicK is on 2 spikes, and Lion Cub is on 0 spikes, when Lion Cub could have been benefiting from 3 spikes for a majority of the game here. But yeah, really, he's falling apart, isn't he? I'm so surprised at this. Lion Cub's usually a rock-solid player, and I haven't seen such a sloppy defense from him. And he's going to lose. There you go. He's actually given up, so I'm not sure what happened there at the end of the game. Really, Lion Cub, in the comments, buddy, just tell us what was going through your mind then. That was a little bit iffy. I'm still going to publish that game because it was really good up until, obviously, the last few minutes there. But well done to HiDrauLicK, though, because he still played like a boss. You know, he didn't quite unit mix at the mid-game. He's just relying on his Redeemer, and Lion Cub was punishing for it, but he could never quite kill it. And then, of course, he went for things like avatars and charged particle venoms and vertigos, and that's what we want to see. So 21 minutes, 54 seconds there. And I have noticed in the analytics on YouTube that no one really sticks around for the stats analysis, so it's here if you want it. I guess I watch a lot of StarCraft 2, and probably 80% of the time I stop watching after the game's finished. There's only only 1 in 5 videos I'll actually watch the stat recap and what the commentator thought about the game if it's a particularly interesting game here. But structures created on par, structures lost on par again, structures destroyed. HiDrauLicK doing a little bit more damage than Lion Cub, surprisingly there. Pretty even stats here. Lion Cub obviously getting more units created there, a lot more tanks and smashed HiDrauLicK. I'm surprised it's only 85 for HiDrauLicK. I guess being mock, it would be like that. Doesn't have any upgrades on his Scorpion tanks. He decided to discontinue those later on. Of course, Lion Cub losing a lot more. Look at the kill-to-death ratio. That's very nice from HiDrauLicK there playing as mock. That's what you want to have. If you're playing as mock, you should have over 1, I think, because they're a more technical faction than what Nod is. Nod can be a technical faction, but they need a mass of something to help them going. Scorpion tank favorite unit, Awaken favorite unit by HiDrauLicK. That's unusual. We have a look at the resources down here. Lion Cub got more, 146,057, but yeah, really sacked a lot of his tanks where he didn't need to. and obviously, yeah. But that was a very good game. You could see the moments in the game where both sides had their opportunity to win, but through lack of not knowing, not being able to see into the fog of war so important, and everyone can sit back and say, oh, why didn't Lion Cub just roll in and win? Well, you know, he can't see what's in there, right? And he's had such massive victories in a row with killing all those tanks and wiping out the main base that he probably felt pretty content in his position that he didn't need to go in again. But if he went in, he would have been able to destroy the remaining power plants. There'd be no power for base defenses. He could have overwhelmed the few amount of tanks HiDrauLicK had left, and he wouldn't have never recovered. He could have destroyed everything, but like I said, he'd had so many victories in a row, he felt that he was doing pretty good. And you can see here, Lion Cub sold his MCV, and he continued to stay on a path through leeching because HiDrauLicK only had one refinery as expansion. This is the one refinery, which is giving him that little bit of edge there, but he couldn't really capitalize on that. We go to structures there. Lion Cub obviously just continually selling off until he got another Conyard out. Units here. Whoa, look at that main battle. There's a huge battle at the 9-minute mark here, and both sides pretty much waste each other, but the thing is that HiDrauLicK had almost nothing left after that, whereas Lion Cub still had around about 30 units there. Managed to recover pretty quickly, sacked it again, recovered pretty quickly, went even. HiDrauLicK recovered pretty well there because his economy was starting to kick into his expansion, and then Lion Cub managed to, it was pretty even among there, but there you go. Lion Cub at the end of the game really questioned. Come on, Lion Cub, leave us some comments. What happened at the end of that game, Lion Cub? We all want to know what happened at the end of that game. Again, no offense to HiDrauLicK. Like I said, he played very well there. Nice unit mixing, nice mock upgrades there. That was a great game. Anyway, so let's go back to that. What was it? 21 minutes, 54 seconds. 146,057 to Lion Cub. 141,493 to HiDrauLicK. So we had about 4,500 in favour of Lion Cub. And at 22 minutes, that's nothing. It's basically dead even. So you can see he overtook him right towards the end there, so that's almost dead even. In the resources tab, you can see that HiDrauLicK never really had much of a buffer than what he thought he probably did, so that was very well done. So great game by both players. Yeah, stay tuned to my channel, and don't forget to check out the Kane's Wrath video system on GameReplays.Ua, because there are some more videos there. Anyway, I'm Green Zero. I hope you all enjoyed that VOD, and I will see you all next time.